Hello YouTuber subscribers and friends. It's 36 degrees and look at this car in front of me. It's the window. It's got frost all over the back window. And Mother Nature can't make up her mind what she wants to do. She wants to be hot, cold, rainy. Because the last 2 days I've been running my AC. And last night I had to turn the heater on. After running my AC during the day, running my heat at night. So I gotta run into town, go get me some vitamins, and it's just cold, man, cold. Like I said, 36 degrees. Frost on the windows. So I'm heading into town here. I'm gonna turn around because I gotta look at this again. This car went off the side of the road, and there's somebody over here. I wonder if he needs any help. Right here, it's off the side of the road. How the hell did they get over there? I have no idea. So the guy looks like he's okay. I asked him if he needed any help or need a ride or anything, and he said no. So man, it's windy, it's cold too. He doesn't even have a jacket on. I have no idea how he got off the side of the road like that, but I don't see no skid marks, I don't see no tracks. Him going off the road, but he's off the road. And it's cold. He's on the phone with somebody, so I guess he's got help coming or something, but it's weird. I mean, it's right before the curb. I can understand after the curb, but I don't know. I was gonna ride my bike today, but it's too damn cold. It's 48 degrees right now. This guy's on a bike. That's why I carry a camera, because you see weird stuff. The days I forget to carry my camera and I see stuff like this, oh man, I wish I had my camera. But I didn't want to show, too much what's going on, because the guy looked pretty stressed out. On my way, still going into town to get some vitamins. Look at these dogs over here. What kind of dogs are these? Look like beagles. Beagle dogs, hound dogs. Cold, cold, cold. Man, I don't know how people in the north, the northeast live in the snow and the blizzards and stuff like that. Just saw the news that they're having more snowstorms. Forget that, man. I was just telling my wife the other day, let's move to Hawaii. Because even here in Arizona, it's getting too cold for me. But my wife used to live in Hawaii. She went to college in Hawaii, so she lived there for 4 years. She told me, you wouldn't like Hawaii. I said, why? It's warm. She's like, they got huge spiders in Hawaii. And I hate spiders. Why she have to tell me that? I lived in Indonesia, and they got spiders as big as my hand that hang up in the trees. They call them bird killers, and they jump on the birds, and by the time the bird hits the ground, the bird is dead. So yeah, I hate spiders. Even here in Arizona, we get spiders. I can't stand them. Don't even want to talk about it no more. Change the subject. How windy it is. They say it's gonna be windy today. They weren't lying, man. Look at these trees. Windy and cold. 48 degrees. I mean, normally 48 degrees is cold, but this is freezing, I guess, because of the winds. 20 mile per hour winds. Look at that flag. Just flapping in the wind. Look at this little supermoto. It's pretty cool. I gotta stop chewing gum when I vlog. Windy, windy. Gotta give me some Mickey D's. I'm starving. I always get up and make my kids breakfast first before they go to school. I never eat anything. I'm starving now. Windy, windy, windy. Got my Mickey D's breakfast, no matter how cold it is. I always drink iced tea. Got my 50-50 sweet tea, half sweet tea and half regular tea. My biscuits and egg breakfast. And I want to show you my new cell phone case that I got off of eBay. When I bought this phone, we went to the mall to get the because in Best Buy, where we got the phone, they didn't have any cases for this Galaxy S4. And so we went to the mall. I looked around the mall, and they didn't have anything. Well, they had but they didn't have a case like this. They only had a case that fits over the back part, and then this front part is open. And they wanted $45. It said Steelers on it, and they wanted $45. Actually, it said Steelers on the back. And I was like, there's no way that I'm going to pay $45 for a phone case. But that's the only style cases they had, was just for the back. It was rubber, and it covered the back. And this one is a magnetic leather case. And the reason I got it is because this camera right here on my old Samsung, it was all scratched up because I always throw the phone on the counter. When sliding around, it gets scratched. So this phone, I decided I'm going to get something to protect the camera. And that rubber one that was for $45 with the Steelers on the back, it was the camera stuck up higher than the case. So when I saw this one, I said I like it because the camera sits below that. But I didn't get this in the mall. I got this off of eBay for $5.99, and I'll put a link to show you. It comes in many different colors. $5.99 free shipping. So this case, I like it because it's magnetic. It's got a window there. When you open this piece right here, it's magnetic, and it opens up. Then the phone comes on. But when I close it, voila! See, it still shows the phone, the time there, and the day and everything. And it has an opening here for the buttons. So if I just want to push that, it'll come back on. And it's got the speaker there opening, and it's got a speaker opening here, and the camera is protected. And it also came with a wrist thing here, and a little pin, so you could, you know, slide the thing like that. And it came with the screen protector that you stick on there. But as you can see, it's can't really see the screen protector until I turn it off. You can see the bubbles in there. Let's see if it's showing it. I can't tell, the sun is blinding me right now. See, there you go, the bubbles. But when it comes on, it you can't see. It's still pretty clear. Oh, Batgirl, it's my daughter. So I like it. When I go that there, it closes it, shuts it off, and leaves the time and everything. You can't beat it, man. For $5.99. It's leather, comes with a wrist strap and a screen protector and a little, I don't know what you call those little pins, stylus pins, I think is what it's called, like that. So yeah, I gotta call my wife, so that's why I'm showing the phone, because I don't use my phone while I drive. But yeah, I like it. $5.99, and it didn't come from China. My son likes this so much that I got one for my son for $5.99. I'll show you what that one looks like also. I ordered that one. That one's from China. Here's the one I bought off eBay for $5.99. Those are the different colors that come in. That's the model that I use for mine. This one I got from Chandler, Arizona. But his is different. His doesn't have the window here. It has everything else. He has a mini Samsung Galaxy S3 mini. His, when you open it up, it has a little pocket here where you can put money or credit cards and stuff like that. But it's magnetic, and his comes in two colors. I think he got navy blue and lime mint green or something like that. But yeah, $5.99, can't beat it. I'm learning more and more that if you need any electronics or stuff for your electronics, don't go to the big stores or malls or anything like that. Get that stuff off the internet, eBay or Amazon. Well, I gotta eat my breakfast, and man, it's extremely windy here, and use my phone because I don't use my phone when I'm driving. Tarjay! Here's a similar one like mine that I got from my son. This was $3.99 free shipping, but it's from Hong Kong, and I got him this one right here, this color here, the mint navy blue. But it comes in different colors, and it opens up just like mine. You can use it as a like a table type thing, and Trying to show what else it does here. It's not going to show it, but it has a pocket. And you open it up, it's got a pocket. You can keep a little money in or in credit cards. So this vitamin warehouse that I go to, that I've been going to for since I've been in Tucson, has been sold. It's no longer called Vitamin Warehouse, it's called Fresh Vitamins. And this is the second place that I've gone to, because the first store that's closer to my house has shut down. They're totally empty. And now I come to this store, and she told me that they're discontinuing the vitamin that I buy, which is called it's made by Twin Lab, and it's called tribulus, 625 milligrams. And I've been taking that tribulus 625 milligrams for 10 years, because what it is, it's a testosterone booster, and it controls weight loss. Not weight loss, but it controls a man's what do you call it, metabolism. And men in their 30s, when they get 30, they start losing the testosterone. And I'm 50 years old, and I had a groin injury back in 1992, to which I damaged my left testicle. It says TMI, too much information, back in 1992. Check out the mountains, man. And when I turned 40, I went for a complete physical, and the doctors, they test your blood and everything like that. And I love these mountains, man. Look at them. And the doctor told me, you got I've seen 13-year-old girls with more testosterone than what you have. Because at the time, the reason I went for the checkup is because I kept falling asleep at work. I was building golf courses, and the guy the boss at work told me he's going to drug test me, because I put the tractor in the lake twice, because I'd fall asleep and drove the tractor right into the lake. It's hilarious right now when I think about it, but at the time, you know, I could have injured myself big time. So he sent me for drug testing because he thought I was on drugs. And there's no drugs in my systems. So then my wife got worried because I put the tractor in the lake on the golf course 2 times. My wife's like, that's it, you're going to the doctor. Get a complete examination, find out what's wrong with you. I thought I was getting narcolepsy. You know, where you fall asleep without controlling how you fall asleep. So everything checked out perfect at the doctor's, except for the doctor told me that you have, prostate exam and all that crap. The doctor told me you got low testosterone, and then I told him about my injury I had back in 1992, and he's like, oh yeah, that's probably going to start affecting you as you get older. That's when I turned 40. 3 days after I turned 40, that's when the narcolepsy symptoms started kicking in. But it wasn't narcolepsy. What it was is my body wasn't producing enough testosterone for me, and it was causing me to fall asleep. And they put me on some shots, gave me some shots, and I didn't like the shots because the shots were like turning me into Bruce Banner. You know, like, don't make me angry, Mr. McGee. You won't like me when I'm angry. And I was punching holes in the wall, putting holes in my drywall in the apartment complex that I live in. And that was getting to be pretty expensive for repairing those things. And I told the doctor, and then he put me on a different gel that you rub on you. And that was making me more extremely violent. And he couldn't understand it, why it was making me violent. Because he's like, when you have low testosterone, your mood usually changes and you get pretty angry easily and stuff. And I was like, no, I don't get angry, I fall asleep. So he couldn't understand that. So I just completely, I said, I can't take any more of this crazy medication they got me on. It was the side effects were worse than the symptoms that I was having. So I ended up going to a GNC. This is back, when I was 40 years old, 10 years ago. I went to go to a GNC, and when I went into the GNC, because my mother, she's completely 100% all natural. Everything she eats, takes, drinks is all 100% natural. So I started thinking, maybe I should go natural, because all this synthetic crap they were giving me was not. It was making everything worse, making me into a violent person. I'm not a violent person. And so I went into this GNC, and when I went in there was this huge freaking guy, and I mean, bodybuilder, professional looking body. I mean, he was ripped, cut, muscles everywhere. And he was about 35 years old, and he asked me if he could help me out, and I explained to him my issues and problems that I'm having. And he's like, yeah, I have the same problem. Because I'm a bodybuilder, I have to have testosterone so I could build muscle, you know. And what I take is this stuff called tribulus. It's made by Twin Lab, and what it is, it comes from a plant, the tribulus plant, and what it does is boosts the male's testosterone hormones. It's a hormone imbalance, and what it does is boosts the male's testosterone in their body naturally. It makes the body create testosterone, and you take one tablet in the morning, one in the afternoon, and exactly, man, this is exactly what I needed, and I've been taking it for the last 10 years. And I can go 3 days, 4 days without it, but by the 4th day, I start getting pretty moody. And then my wife has to remind me, did you take your tribulus, because you're starting to turn into an asshole. And so I have completely ran out. I took my last pill today, and I've gone to 2 vitamin places, and it's getting harder and harder to find the Twin Lab. Now, I've tried other brands, but the other brands don't seem to work. Just like this lady, I went in this warehouse right here, the Fresh Vitamins, and she's like, well, you can take this product called Now. It's made by Now, and it's a tribulus, and it's 1,000 milligrams. I'm like, I've taken that before, and I have to take 4 to 5 pills just to even feel the effect kicked in, and it takes hours before it kicks in. And she's like, really? That's weird. I never heard it. It's 1,000 milligrams. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't work. And that's why I stick to the Twin Lab tribulus, because it's 625 milligrams, and I only need to take one, and within 5 minutes, I can feel the changes in my body. A lot of people ask me, where do you get all your energy? Well, I get it from this tribulus. I mean, I get about 5-6 hours of sleep a night, you know, maybe 5 mostly, and I got more energy than 10 men. It helps with your sexual drive too. My wife doesn't like that it enhances your sex drive, because it I don't know, makes your libido strong. I don't need Viagra. You know, there's a lot of men out there that need Viagra, but I don't. I've never needed it, even before I started taking the Twin Lab. But what happened is it makes your body create testosterone, and hormones balance, and what it does is increase your libido. And my wife, if I don't take the tribulus, I get really, really moody. So, you know, it's kind of a win and lose kind of thing with me, because the sex drive it gives you is just incredible. I'm 50 years old, and I got the sex drive of a 20-year-old. But I have to take this stuff, otherwise I get a really, really bad sharp pain in my left side. I mean, it's like a pain that you get when you run for a very, very long time, then your side starts hurting, but you keep running, and you keep running till you can't run no more, till your pain in your side is so bad that you have to stop. Well, that's what happens if I go by the 4th day, if I don't take tribulus. So, I mean, that's just me. I don't know for anybody else, but this is just my experience. The Twin Lab tribulus is the best. And it used to be only $9 and stuff like that, but I mean, they've raised the prices, and they made it extremely hard to find now in the stores. It's like nobody's carrying it. Everybody's carrying tribulus, but they're carrying a generic brand, and Twin Lab is the best. It is it's the brand, it's the cheapest. I mean, you get these other name brands, and they're like $40-50 for a bottle of 60 tablets, and it's just crazy. Anyways, I gotta find this. It will be my 3rd place I've gone to, and yeah, she told me that they're going to discontinue that brand. I guess because the government knows that this stuff really works and the other stuff is crap. So that's what happens when, you know, they discover something works good for men. I don't need to go to the doctor to get a shot at or anything like that. And this is, you don't need a prescription. It's all natural. Tribulus plant. It is extremely windy, man. Look at this. I love these mountains, man. I mean, as a kid, I rode up all these mountains here on motorcycles and stuff like that with my friends and my brother. And there's a waterfall up there that you can go to. Check out this freaking view, man. I don't come on this side of town very often, but sirens everywhere. Beautiful mountain views. I'm in a town called Oro Valley, and it's pretty far from where I live, but it's real windy and cold. So I was just talking to the lady in there in the vitamin place, and she's telling me they're going to discontinue this brand of tribulus here. Twin Lab Tribulus Fuel 625. This is all natural testosterone booster, hormone and balancer. And it says take 2 a day. I take 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And I need to start carrying this in my truck because sometimes I forget to take it in the morning. And it works. This stuff works really, really good. So if you're like low testosterone, or you're in your 40s, 50s like me, and you are falling asleep in the afternoon and you need that extra boost of energy, this stuff works good, man. It's all natural. You can buy it at your health food store. Well, I don't even know now, because she just told me that they got one more bottle and they're discontinuing. They got 6 or 7 other types of tribulus, but I've tried all those other different name brands and they don't work for me. The Twin Lab is the only one that works for me. So I'm gonna have to order it by the case off eBay or something. But yeah, that was $18. I can get it for half that price on eBay. So time to go home now. I gotta go let my dog out, Jerry. He's in his cage. But man, that is beautiful. I've camped up there, up in this area right here in this valley up here, with my brothers. We used to take our motorcycles as kids. We'd drive up there, take our sleeping bags, and we would camp up there in the mountains for 2-3 days and just go exploring. We used to look for this mine called the Iron Door Mine. You can research it, Google it yourself. But it's about these Indians that killed the Spaniards, and they buried all this gold in a pit in the ground and covered it with an iron door mine. Iron door, and they called it the Iron Door Mine. And we used to go all of these mountains like crazy and go hunting for that, but we never found it. But anyways, every time I see that, it reminds me of my childhood. And just beautiful, beautiful mountains. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. It's time for me to head home. If you leave a comment, I'll reply to your comments. And as always,